stayed in hotels and we stayed in the boat too.
Yeah, but the hotels had their own boats, so that if you stayed at the Hilton, you went on the Hilton boat.
No, we didn't.
If you stayed at the, what's the other one I stayed at? Whatever, and that boat took you all the way down.
Yeah, we stayed on one boat all the time, even though we got off the hotel and get back.
Because we flew to Luxor. And then we did all this boating and the
I'm watching my time. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oops. Give me one chance back here.
Could you please repeat the question when it's asked?
Oh.
And could you all yell, because with my hearing, I can't hear a thing anyone is saying back here.
Go ahead.
I just want to mention that you got an idea of the green
Speak up,
along the
speak
Nile.
up.
Along the Nile.
Speak up.
Very little.
Louder.
Remember the pictures you've seen in here?
Okay.
The pictures you've seen
Come down here. Oh, you
of
can't.
many years gone by, that was all a lush, beautiful, beautiful valley. And there's very little green. And so
Hold the microphone.
when they, sorry, when they talk about this dam, they're saying there's gonna be war, because there is no way they're going to support their economy when that dam is fully in effect.
I just Googled, it said the dam is gonna be completed this year.
You're right, it's pretty close. It is very close to be completed. Come on. You're welcome. Because the people have to leave, but I will stay and ask some more questions if you have any. On many. If someone really wants something, I can send this to Shrila and she can send it out. It's kind of a synopsis. I went through the other day and spent half a day typing up the things we saw in sequence. And if someone wants to go to Shrila and have her send it, I'll give it to her, all right? I'll send her through an email, just a Word document. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Sheila.
I don't know. Oh, just a good tourist. I'm sorry. We didn't get all the history.
And when you were going through that, pictures of postcards and
Yeah.
was that Petra?
Yes, that's on the way to Petra. That's fabulous. That place just surprised us so much, because you go through these great sandstone walls that had to be carved by the water. The flow of the water had to go through there to do that. And it's narrow, and then you have people in carts, and the rest of us are walking, and then you wind up looking at this beautiful. Oh, did you keep walking down the street though? Then you get there, people stop. The interesting thing is that many people stop to look at the treasury and say, oh, this is where the movie was filmed with Indiana Jones, and they stop and they go home. We took a right turn and kept going, and then that's where the Bedouins lived up in the mountains, and that's where the Egyptians were. On the other side of the road, there's the Egyptian homes up there. It's just fantastic to see what's built there and how long ago this was built. And I know the Bedouins claim they were Muslim, even though they were mostly Catholic. They changed with who they were to live in the mountains, to live in the caves up there. So it's really interesting. I thought Jordan had a lot to say. And the king of Jordan is a young man, and his wife's an engineer. They're both young and dynamic couple. They do a lot of good things for the country. So Jordan does very well. Did you have a question? No? Catching.
Jim,
Yes.
Srila doesn't have everybody's email, so just say anyone who wants to receive that.
If someone wants that. Okay, put your email on. Shrila will send it to you. And we thank Shrila because she puts us on. That's the Golden State Traveler Group. Yes, ma'am.
I have an album from 1980, what I say, 86.
Yep.
That really marvelous photographs. And they're sitting in my page here. If anybody wants to look at them, I'll show them. They can, take it home and.
Is it in the library? Is it in the library?
No, I have it in my page in my apartment in
Oh.
Mendocino. And they can, just get in touch with me, I'll show you.
Give me your name.
Iris Trotman. I love your photos, your movies and everything, but my photographs are such that I made my husband stand in front of one of the album symbol, statue, whatever you want to call it, so that you could see that he was this big.
Right.
Which was just
The proportion of the size of those temples is amazing.
I think that's one of the most fabulous trips that one could take. I think that going to Egypt is just one of the most fabulous trips you could take. And I think it's a GD shame that we can't travel there because of what's going on. Yeah.
She's right, 100% right. Anybody else have any other comments? We probably need to move on, I'm guessing. I don't know what to, it's really you could. Okay, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Yes, ma'am.
I too had been to Petra. It is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Anybody has an opportunity to go, it's wonderful. Did you go with OAT? Isn't that an awesome group?
Where's popcorn?
Oh, I think you've seen these. This is the god of death, all right? For embalming and graves and all that. That's what his. So I keep him in my office, keep myself in mind. This is just one of the pharaohs. I didn't want to carry much back with me because you just don't have any room when you just get done traveling. You can't carry things back with you, but you bring a few small things. And I think this is Shrila's. That's Iris's? Okay. You want to tell what that is? This yours?
Oh, yes, that's I call him the cat, I don't know. He's all over. He's gorgeous when you see him in person, and I just love him. But I think if you go to a good zoo, you'll see some of the animals that resemble him with the ears, etc. But they worshipped. They worshipped
You
that.
can go online and you can Google Egypt statues,
Yeah.
pictures, and you'll see it.
Yes, but I just love that statue.
She loves it, she pets it every night.
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness, well, you have to talk about that. That's it?
And I have my album for my
Okay.
trip over there.
That's your genie there?
Yeah.
Does it smoke? No, it doesn't.
Doesn't have-
Did you rub it? What happens when you rub it? You haven't tried that yet, be careful.
I should have worn my fancy earring. I have a ring that I bought with that turquoise blue stone in it.
Yes.
You've never seen such a color, turquoise-ish blue, like they had in all of the paintings on the wall. Incredible. So if you ever see me wearing a turquoise ring, stop to look at it, because it's a color you won't see anywhere except on the walls in Egypt. It's really fantastic. I can't believe that it held its color. Well, of course, it has not been exposed to light, so that makes it
It's the
in two.
lapis lazuli.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to add, Carol.
And the Cairo Museum is really something.
Feel free to come and look at my album if you
Oh, good.
want to.
Okay,
I
Shrila's,
love your job, Leah.
Oh, thank you. I feel I'm in my nightgown.
say that again, would you?
I said I feel like I'm in my nightgown.
Yeah.
Make sure the people in the back row do that.
By the way, didn't you find that you could not take pictures of the people unless it's different now?
The only place we've had trouble
They
doing, no, the only place we had problems was in Morocco and Africa, especially Nairobi and that area. They said if you take a picture, you've taken our soul.
Yeah.
And actually in the buses, if a policeman sees it, he can take a camera away from you. We were told that. Don't stick the camera out the window. Don't let them see you taking a picture.
And the people that know a lot of pictures and buses.
They'll stop the bus.
Yeah,
No,
well,
Amanda.
I was on a sightseeing boat. I went to Cairo again several years
That's a
later.
dirty city, though.
And on that boat, because we went up the Nile in a different direction, there were families and stuff there. And what I did was I hid where they wouldn't see me and I took pictures.
Well, you're back here alive.
Otherwise, yeah, well, that's why I have no say.
Richard, Linda, any comments? Because you just went there.
What stands out? Share a memory.
Come on.
Since you mentioned the Cairo Museum, they are building a new one. So they are moving the stuff in there gradually to this new one. So be careful in timing your trip. Otherwise, you will see a half-empty museum. So, anyhow.
Oh, that's
Anything else?
there. You couldn't, they had no traffic lights, you should have seen what it was like to cross.
They still don't have traffic lights
That's, yeah, I'll bet.
or lanes.
Can I say something about that? I gotta say something. If you drive in Cairo, it's suicide. If you walk in Cairo, it's your sudden death. They don't put lights on at night. The cars drive with no lights, and there's no street lights, there's no stop signs.
And no lanes,
It was scary.
and no wrecks.
We had to wait and run across when we didn't see cars coming, but they come right at you. The motorcyclists especially are worse. There's no lights on them, but the cars don't have lights. There's no rules.
Let me ask since you were just there now, in order for us to cross from one side to the other to get to the museum, it was impossible because
That's what I just said,
it's
yes.
as wide as from here to tomorrow. And so if you wait long enough, along will come somebody who will tell you a whole story about his uncle, etc., who owns a perfume shop. And then if you come to this perfume shop, he'll show you perfume. And we figured after about 10, 15 minutes of not being able to cross because of the traffic and the people, that it paid for us to walk across the street with him.
I know.
But like it is his uncle's
Yeah, we went
store.
through that in Cairo. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's the only way to get across the street.
Anybody else have any thoughts? Nothing? I thought you wanted to say something.
I think your pictures were outstanding.
We had fun.
The whole presentation.
Carolyn takes a lot of pictures.
Wonderful.
I take pictures in movies and I put it together with a software package from, which one I take? I forget this
So
one.
you showed marvelous.
It was all good, and we get the music from each country we travel to. And we sit down and put the labels, because we look at the history of what we've seen, and try to put labels, what cities. We don't cover everything, we try to. And I did one for Africa here before, and that was a lot of fun. Those are fun things to do. We just came back from the British Isles. We sailed around them, so we went into Scotland and went along Scotland and through Northern Ireland, and then down to Wales. We just finished half of that movie, but we still got more to go, but